Hi students, welcome to you all. Today I am here to discuss the question answer of the chapter which I have discussed in my previous lecture. And the chapter was adolescence, puberty and hormones. Okay, the question answer part was left. Okay, so I have decided to provide you people with the question and answer. So question answer section consists of two parts, objective part as well as subjective part. Okay, so objective part I will try to dictate orally. Okay, and for subjective part I am going to write it on board. Okay, so students, try to be with us. Okay, the name of the topic is adolescence. Adolescence, puberty and hormones. See, I am going to start with the subsection, that is section D. Okay, section D. Answer each in a few words. Answer each in few words. Which gland is known as master gland? Answer of this is pituitary gland. See, earlier pituitary gland was assumed to be acting as a master gland. Okay, because it was assumed because it was considered that pituitary gland is the gland which controls and regulates the functions of other glands. Okay, but later on it was found that it is not the pituitary gland but it is the hypothalamus gland which regulates the function of pituitary gland also. Okay, so later on this assumption was proved to be wrong. Okay, number second question. Write the full form of TSH. Write the full form of TSH. Thyroid stimulating hormone. See, the full form of TSH is thyroid stimulating hormone. As I have already discussed in my previous lecture, that it is the pituitary gland which is composed of two types of hormones, or which secretes. Pituitary gland secretes two types of hormones, growth hormone as well as thyroid stimulating hormone. Okay, now the third question. Which disease is caused by disorder of insulin hormone? There is a rise in the level of sugar in the blood. See, insulin hormone controls and regulates the level of sugar in the blood. Otherwise, the level of sugar will be high, and there is a very chance that one would be suffering from blood sugar disease. Okay, so it is the insulin hormone which regulates sugar in the blood. Okay. Number fourth question is, which hormone is known as fight hormone? Which hormone is known as fight hormone? Answer is adrenaline. See, I have discussed about this hormone, adrenaline hormone, that this hormone is known as fear and flight hormone. Okay, because in the case of emergency, it provides extra energy which are needed by an individual. Okay, so therefore this is also known as fight hormone or known as fear and flight hormone. Flight means to run away. Okay. So then now we will move to solve next questions. Okay. Now the next question is fifth one. Its deficiency causes goiter. Name the hormone. Okay. Its deficiency causes goiter. Name the hormone. It is the thyroxine hormone. Secreted in thyroid. So, the hormone which is responsible for the goiter disease is thyroxine hormone, which is secreted in thyroid gland. Okay. Next is question number 6. Name the hormone. Name the hormone responsible for secondary sexual characters in males. See, the next question is, name the hormone responsible for development of secondary sexual characters in males. Okay, we all know that it is the testosterone hormone. Testosterone hormone secreted in or secreted by testes. Testis is what? Male gonad organ. Okay, or male sex organ. Okay, where testosterone is secreted. Okay, and the secondary sexual characters like pubic hairs, broadening of chest, and outgrowth of pubic hairs. Okay, these are the secondary sexual characters which I have discussed already in my previous lecture. Okay, so now move towards the solving the next section. Okay, and we will try to solve subsection, that is E. Okay, so let me first of all double this. Now moving towards subsection E. Okay, question number 1 is name two endocrine glands and the hormones they secrete. See, the question is name two endocrine glands and the hormones they secrete. Okay, so we can take pituitary gland and thyroid gland. Okay, pituitary gland, growth hormone, and the other is TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, and the other is thyroid gland secretes thyroxine hormone. Say the two endocrine glands are pituitary gland and thyroid glands. Okay, the pituitary gland secretes two type of hormones. Number one is growth hormone and the second one is TSH, that is thyroid stimulating hormone. Okay, and the second endocrine gland is thyroid gland. Okay, and it secretes thyroxine hormone. Okay, now we will move towards solving next question. See, question number 2 speaks out list two secondary sex characteristics that appear in boys and girls at puberty. Okay. Number second question, list two secondary sex characteristics that appear in boys and girls at puberty. See, as the question number 2 speaks out, list two secondary sex characteristics that develops in boys and girls separately after they attain the age of puberty. Okay, so puberty I have already explained that it is nothing but it is the acquisition of or development of secondary sexual characters, okay, in boys and girls after they come into the age of teenagers. Okay, teenagers is what? When we add suffix, okay, when we add suffix suffix at the end of 13, 14 like C. So this teen is what? This teen is what? These are suffix. These teen are suffix. And the age group of individuals who are coming in this age are known as teenagers. Okay, due to the words, due to the addition of suffix teen. Okay, it is called the age group of this type of individuals is called teenagers. Okay. And the characteristics of development of secondary sexual characteristics come only due to the release of hormones. These are chemical in nature and known as chemical messengers. And due to these hormones, some secondary sexual characters develop. Okay, and there is certain development of physical change on their bodies, like coming of beard and mustache, means coming of facial hair. Okay, and the hairs under the armpit also comes, and the hairs around sex organs can also be seen, as well as development of sex organs, broadening of chest and shoulders in case of boys, and broadening of lower portion, that is waist, in case of girls can be seen. Okay, so I am going to write about the secondary sexual characters of each, boys and girls, separately. Okay, so girls, boys. Growth of pubic hairs around their sex organs, as well as hairs under armpit. Okay, and the second is development of breast. See, the secondary sexual characters in girls are growth of pubic hairs around their sex organs as well as under the armpit, and the second is development of breast. Okay, so these are the two secondary sexual characteristics that can be seen in the case of girls. Okay, now we will discuss about the secondary sexual characteristics in boys. Development of facial hairs, that is beard and mustache, and hairs under armpit and around sex organ, and around sex organs. And the number second is broadening of chest and shoulders. Okay, and and apart from this there are other secondary sexual characters also, like in case of girls, shrillness in their sound, okay, means their sound becomes sweet, okay, and in case of boys the sound becomes hoarse, means आवाज भारी हो जाता है, ठीक है. Now coming on to discuss the next question, okay. First of all I would like to rub this, okay. Now come on to discuss the question number 3, that is what is metamorphosis. What is metamorphosis? See, metamorphosis is the transformation of a tadpole, which is a young one of a frog, into an adult frog, okay, due to the release of a hormone, the name of which is thyroxine hormone, okay. So metamorphosis is the transformation of a tadpole, that is a young one of a frog into an adult frog due to release of thyroxine hormone, okay. The transformation can also be seen in the case of the insects, where the larva of the insects grows into an adult insect, okay, or worm, adult insect or worm, okay, due to the release of insect hormone. But here in this question I have discussed only about the frog, because it can be seen in the case of frog only that metamorphosis is dominant, okay. Therefore I have discussed only about this, okay. So now we will try to discuss about the next question. Next question is, name the sex hormones for males and females. See, sex hormone in male consists of only one hormone, that is testosterone, okay. But in case of female there is two sex hormones, that is one is estrogen and other is progesterone. Estrogen is responsible for the development of secondary sexual characteristics in female, while the role of progesterone is preparation and the facilitation of the uterus for the purpose of pregnancy, okay, and delivery of the baby, okay. Progesterone is responsible for the facilitation of the uterus for the development of the baby as well as their release, okay. So sex hormones present in males is testosterone, while in female there are two kinds of sex hormone, estrogen and progesterone. Okay, progesterone is responsible for the thickening of the inner lining of the uterus. Okay, so that baby could be developed inside the uterus. Okay, and estrogen is responsible for the development of secondary sexual characteristics. Okay, now we will try to solve the next questions. Okay. Now question number 5. Define Adam's apple. Define Adam's apple. See, what is Adam's apple? See, the protruding of the larynx in the case of male, which comes out of the skin, okay, and it can be seen from the outside, okay, and this larynx is what? Our voice box. This is known as by the name of Adam's apple. The protruding of the larynx in the case of an adolescent boy is known as Adam's apple. This larynx is our voice box also. Okay. Now coming on to next question. Oh, this was our last question. Okay, and now we will try to solve the next subsection of this chapter, that is question number F. Okay. So I will have to rub this. Number F. Number 1 क्या क्वेश्चन? क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. Why was pituitary gland referred as master gland in the past? So the question to this so the answer to this question I have already discussed, okay, in my previous lecture, though I am going to write it down for you people. Okay, so why was pituitary gland referred as master gland in the past? See, in the past it was assumed that it is the pituitary gland which is responsible for the control and regulation of all other endocrine glands, as it secretes two kinds of hormones, that is growth hormone and thyroid stimulating hormone. Okay, but later it was found that it is the hypothalamus gland which controls the function of pituitary gland also. So this assumption that pituitary gland is the master gland was proved wrong after the discovery of that hypothalamus gland control and regulates the function of pituitary gland. Okay, see, let me explain the function of hypothalamus glands also. Okay, hypothalamus glands regulates our mood, means anger, happiness, okay, sadness, etc. It also regulates our sexual mood. Okay, so now we will try to discuss on the next question. Okay, so now let me rub this. See, now the next question is, what do you mean by puberty? I have already explained. What do you mean by puberty? Puberty is the acquisition of secondary sexual characters in teenagers due to the release of sex hormones like testosterone, in males and estrogen and progesterone in female. So on coming on the age of puberty, one acquires the capability of reproducing their young ones, or acquires the capability of reproduction. Okay, now we will come to discuss on to next question. So the next question is, what causes pimples during adolescence? Very good question. Now coming on to solve our next question, that is, what causes pimples during adolescence? Okay, pimples during adolescence. See, which releases more and more wild and sweet to our skin, and if our skin pores are blocked due to dust particles, then these wild and sweets cannot have successful passage on the surface of the skin. So these wild and sweet accumulate beneath the skin and solidifies there as acne and pimples. See what happens on coming onto the age of puberty. Our sebaceous gland, which is the gland of sweet as well as wild, becomes very much prominent and active, and its location means the location of the sebaceous gland is subcutaneous. Okay, subcutaneous means beneath the skin, means just below the skin. Okay, the gland of sebaceous lies just below the skin. So continuously what happens, that the wild and sweets is coming onto the surface of the skin. Okay, so that it smoothens and moistens our skin, which is necessary phenomena, so that it may fight with the germs and bacteria. Okay, because it is alkaline in nature. So what happens that if any kind of blockage occurs there on the skin pores, then there will be blockage and the pathway of the wild and sweets will become blocked, and these and since the secretions of the sebaceous gland will continue to accumulate beneath the skin pores. So after solidification, these these wild and the sweet appear to be as acne and appears to come as acne and pimples. Okay, so this is the reason. So as a remedy, one should try to keep their skin, means facial skin, always clean and hygiene. Okay, so that there will be less accumulation of oil beneath the skin. Okay. So this was our question number 3. Now we will come to discuss the question number 4. Okay. See, one more thing, that we all know that the nature of oil and sweets are alkaline in nature. These are of alkaline in nature, so it fights with the germs. Okay, so this is the reason that I have explained why pimples are coming only in the age of adolescence. Now coming on to question number 4, that is what is menstrual cycle? What is menstrual cycle? Due to the action of progesterone hormone, the inner lining of the uterus wall gets thickened in order to facilitate itself for the purpose development of the baby. But if in case there is failure in fertilization, then the inner lining of the wall of uterus gets ruptured and as so bleeding starts and is known by the name of menstrual cycle. See, as I have already explained that it is the progesterone hormone which is responsible for the thickening of the inner lining of the uterus wall. Okay, so that the infant could grow inside the uterus for at least 7 to 9 months. Okay, but when the fertilization could not take place, then what happens that the inner lining of the uterus wall gets ruptured, okay, or tear away. Then bleeding starts, and this bleeding is known by the name of menstrual cycle. Okay, so now we will try to solve the next question, that is question number 5. Now question number 5. What determines the sex of a baby? Explain. See, as we all know that there is 23 pairs of chromosomes present in a human being. 23 pairs means 46 chromosomes. Okay, and out of these 46 chromosomes, there are 2 sex chromosomes, that is X and Y in the case of male, and XX or double X in the case of female. Okay, so if Y from the male gets fertilized with the X or ova of the female, then the condition is that the boy will be X and Y, XY. Boy will have the characteristics of male, that is XY. Okay, means it will have 2 sex chromosomes, X and Y. But in the case if X chromosome from male gets fertilized with the X chromosome of female, then what happens? Similar kind of 2 chromosomes, that is X chromosomes, gets fertilized, and the chances are that this can be the female baby. Okay, so as we all know, that there are 23 pairs of chromosomes present in an individual human being. Out of these 46 total number of chromosomes, 2 are, that is XY is male sex chromosomes, and XX is female sex chromosomes. So parents male and female, XY, XX. See, one parent that is male will possess XY and the mother will possess XX chromosomes. Okay, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes Okay, it means 46 chromosomes, and out of 46 chromosomes, 44 chromosomes are known as autosomal chromosomes. Okay, it is responsible for bodily development and growth. Okay, and only 2 chromosomes, that means 22 pairs, means 22 pairs are what? Autosomal, and one pair means 2 chromosomes are responsible for sex chromosomes. Okay, so when the X chromosome, okay, male chromosome, female chromosome, so when the male X chromosome gets fertilized with the X chromosome of female, then what will be the product? Product will be girl child. When this X of the male gets fertilized with another X of the woman, then the product will be XX, girl. But when the Y of this male gets fertilized with X of the female, then what is the product? X and Y. The case will be boy. Okay, and similarly this Y will also be gets fertilized with another X, so this X Y, boy. So it is the mix. So it is the male sex chromosomes. Okay, because it has 2 dissimilar kind of sex chromosome, that is dissimilar means X and Y, and here 2 similar X chromosomes are present. So there will be always chances that female is not responsible for the determination of sex, it is the boy, or we can say male. Okay, so this question is also finished. Now we will try to move on to next question. Okay, let me first run this. Now question number 6. Write different sex characteristics. Write different sex characteristics that appear in boys and girls at puberty. See, we have already discussed that sex characteristics that appear after the attainment of puberty. Okay, therefore then also we will try to solve this. Okay, in boys the sex characteristics or maturity comes when they step in puberty is the changes can be seen in terms of changes in voice of male protruding out of larynx pubic hairs on faces, armpit and around sex organs, well development of sex organs, broadening of chest and shoulders, etc. In case of female, broadening of waist, sweetness of voice, growth of pubic hair under armpit and around the sex organs, development of breast, and beginning of menstrual cycle. There are many changes that comes when the teenagers come or attain the puberty age. Okay, these changes can be seen separately or differently in case of boys and girls. In case of boys, the facial hairs come out. Facial hairs mean mustache and the beard, and the hairs under the armpit also comes out, as well as hairs around their sex organs also develop, as well as their sex organ, means boys sex organ also gets well developed for the purpose of being capable of producing their young one. There is also broadening of chest and shoulders in order to give them a masculine feature. Okay, and in the case of girls, one can see that there is broadening of waist, as well as their voice becomes sweet and hairs come out under armpit as well as around their sex organs. Okay, and with this their breast also gets well developed, as well as hairs also, pubic hairs also begin to germinate around their sex organs. Okay, so this was our last question which I have solved, and in the next video we will try to discuss about some new chapter. Okay, so one more thing that which is left, that I have to dictate some objective question also. Okay, so let me first discuss about some objective questions. Okay, so the first means subsection A of the objective question consists of multiple choice question. Okay, number one is sperms are produced by, the option is testis, penis, scrotal sac, and the last option is urethra. So the right answer is testis. Sperms are produced by testis. Number second question is level of sugar in the blood is controlled by. Okay, so the level of blood, the right answer is it is controlled by pancreas. Okay, level of sugar in the blood is controlled by pancreas. Okay, this is the correct answer, because because in case of pancreas, we all know that pancreas is a heterocrine gland. Hetero means it is exocrine gland also and endocrine gland also. Means pancreas acts like exocrine gland also and endocrine glands also, because some part of it secretes like pancreatic juice. Okay, it is secreted in the acini part, which is exocrine part. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, which is in the exocrine gland. Okay, and pancreas also secretes, other part of the pancreas secretes, other part of the pancreas is known by the name of islet of Langerhans, which secretes three kinds of hormones, that is insulin, somatotropin, okay, and glucagon. Okay, so therefore it behaves as heterocrine glands, pancreas. Okay, so pancreas secretes insulin, and insulin is responsible for the regulation of sugar in the bloodstream. Okay, so then now we will discuss the third question. A female has 2 X chromosomes. Okay, so the answer will be B. Okay, a female possesses 2 X chromosomes. The next question is, growth hormone is secreted by pituitary gland. Okay, we all know that. The next question number 5 is, the hormone that helps in maintaining the growth of a female is estrogen hormone. Okay. Question number 6, in humans development of an embryo takes place in uterus. Correct option is C. Uterus is the site where development of embryo takes place. The next question number 7 is, the hormone which regulates development of secondary sexual characters in males is testosterone hormone. Means option number A. Question number 8, a sexual reproduction occurs in the case of amoeba. Option will be B. Which is not a female reproductive organ? The option will be sperm duct. Means the correct option of question number 9 will be C. Okay, now we will see the fill in the blanks. In boys, the voice box is often referred to as Adam's apple or larynx. We can say Adam's apple. Okay. The next question is, the process of release of an ovum by an ovary is known as ovulation. Okay. The cycle of producing and releasing mature ova is known as menstrual cycle. Hormones are the chemical. Question number 4. Fill in the blanks will be, hormones are the chemical substances released from endocrine glands. Question number 5. The earliest period of growth, beginning right from the birth till the age of 2 years, is known as infants. Okay. The growth of a baby up to the age of 2 years, from 0 to 2 years, is known as infants. Okay. And the growth period which takes place inside the womb, means uterus of the woman, is known as embryo. Okay. Question number 6. Dash glands help in controlling the production of both testosterone and estrogen. Which will be the answer? Answer will be endocrine gland helps in controlling the production of both testosterone and estrogen. Okay. See, now we will come to solve match the following question. Okay, means subsection C, question of subsection C. Here 2 columns have been provided, that is column A and column B. We have to match column A with column B. Okay, so number 1 is ovaries. Ovaries is responsible for what? Secretion and release of estrogen and progesterone. Okay. Number 2 is process of release of an ovum by an ovary. This is known by the name of ovulation. Number 3 is menstrual cycle stops, and the process is known by the name of menopause. Okay, menstrual cycle stops at menopause, attaining the age of 45 to 50. Okay, and the process is known by the name of menopause. Next question is, first shade of uterus lining through vagina. The process is known as menarche. Okay. The next question is question number 5. Onset of reproductive maturity. The process is known by the name of puberty. Onset of reproductive maturity. Process is puberty. Next question is Adam's apple. Adam's apple is what? Voice box in boys. Okay. So this was our question answer session for the lecture which I have provided in my previous lecture. Okay. So in my next video we will discuss on to some next chapter. Okay. So till then, bye. Okay. Thank you, students.